Welcome, guys. Today we're going to be on the worst place ever, Reddit, looking at a subreddit called Kitchencels. Kitchencels is a subreddit that doesn't really need an introduction. It's pretty clear what the subreddit's about. Kitchencels brings out the craziest combination of words I've ever laid my eyes on. I feel more comfortable watching drone kill cams than I do scrolling on Kitchencels. I can't describe the level of depravity that's going on in this subreddit without opening the damn Merriam-Webster. If you haven't seen the creations that these chefs come up with and the power behind their sad commentary on life, then you're in for a real treat. There are plenty of fake cells on this subreddit, making it so much more enjoyable when you come across a true cell. I've handpicked some of my favorites for us to look at. This might be the strongest start ever. I licked this canned tuna to imagine what it feels like to eat pussy. Wow. This might be the best post ever. I'm very curious to see what the comments say about this one. I was playing online chess with someone who had a girl username. Each time I would make a bad move, she would insult me on chat, which got me hard. She was actually a he, egg, not on the pan. Alright, so there's a lot to dissect here. First off, let's be honest. We've all been groomed before. This is just part of being online, getting kind of duped, getting scammed a little bit, getting a little bit groomed. It happens. Not a big deal. What he did here is actually inexcusable. He put an egg straight onto the stovetop. This reminds me of those videos where people will cook an egg on their car or on a piece of sheet metal. I don't know why it reminds me of that, but it just does. Also, no salt or pepper on these eggs. Somebody said Hall of Fame post, to be honest. So much to explore, so much perfection, it just works. Here we have one that will spark discussion. I'm Indian, period. Wow. Rough start, even rougher meal. I'm surprised that he didn't microwave it to punish himself more. I personally have never been this down bad. Most true cell post on this sub. Yeah, this is terrible. Alright, this guy does not know how to spell. We're gonna excuse that. Sorry, bro cell. New word there, bro cell. Interesting. Let's move on though, because this one actually made me feel very upset. Strap in, because this one is bad. I can't afford a dildo, so I freeze rotten bananas and shove them up my ass. I've been freezing and unthawing this one since July. I should probably throw it out soon, but I can't bring myself to do it because this banana is the closest thing I will ever experience to having a relationship. This is actually the most vile thing I've ever read in my life. This banana might have more stories to tell than people who served in Iraq. Somebody here said, now that's a post. Can't argue with him there. Moving on, 1984 has ruined my life. Mix of bullshit and rotten food from my fridge. This one invokes a lot of emotion in me. It's a very beautiful image. Masterful plating. I don't even want to guess what's in this. Beautiful creation from this guy. Here we have a 28-year-old kissless, hugless, handholdless virgin and balding. Females have never looked at me with anything but disgust in their eyes. Avocado toast and coffee with the only Floyd who can't hurt me. This might be my favorite one so far. I like his seating area on the ground. Very interesting. He needs to go easy on the chives next time. It's going to drown out the flavor from the avocado. I know from experience. After thinking I was asexual most of my life, I genuinely fell in love for the first time with my bro. But he doesn't like men. Dry dining hall Cheerios. This guy is clearly punishing himself, and I don't blame him. Alright, next up, we have one of the most interesting ones to look at yet. This week, I'm wondering what it's like to have a female companion. Yeah, bro, me too. Wow. This one is pretty terrible. There's just so much going on. Like, multiple screens. I don't even want to get started with it. At least I see some fruit in the bowl, some strawberries. That's a good touch. I'm very thankful that his account is deleted. Alright, last and probably least, we have an actual work of art. 20 male, bought underwear from an OnlyFans model, put it on, got an STI, cheesecake, no cracks. Great opener, even better cooking. This cheesecake actually looks fucking delicious. I would not trust anything that this guy makes though. This guy went where most people would never go. He actually purchased from an OnlyFans model, so I applaud him for that. I really want to know who it was. For my friend. Everything aside, this is actually a very nicely cooked meal. If you made it to the end, I'm surprised you've been able to stomach all of these posts. Leave a comment about your favorite meal. Thank you.